In this ASMR video, I want to talk about how feeling depressed is actually you not living your life purpose. Now, this may not resonate with some of you. However, it's really the message I'm going to be sharing more and more because it's been within me for a very long time, and I haven't been doing it out of fear. And I'm done letting my fears stop me. Especially, when you wanna build a business, you have to go for it, all in. So today, because to be honest, I wasn't sure if I would do this as an ASMR or if I would do it as a normal video. However, let's see. I'm going to see the feedback that I get from you, and if you get more outcome out of me sharing my message via ASMR, then I will keep doing it that way. Otherwise, I will maybe alternate. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. So, for most of my life, I've been depressed for about 20 years. Since my early 20s, my life has been a whole mess. It was from one struggle to another, and basically what was happening was I was trying to fit in a box, and I was trying to live a life that wasn't the one I really wanted to live. And usually when you feel depressed, when you feel pretty down with your vibration, when your vibration is pretty low and you go into dark thoughts and everything, basically the main reason is because you're not living your life purpose and you're not living the life you truly want to live. And this is a very important one to understand, because if you want to change something, you're going to have to change your reality. And because the reality you're currently in isn't the one you want to be in. And so there are a few steps that you're going to have to do for that. The first step is to take ownership of everything in your life. Meaning taking ownership and responsibility for where you are in your life as of today. The situation where you are in your life as of today, how you feel, everything in your life as of today, your reality as of today, is the consequence of your past actions and your past choices. So taking ownership of that, taking responsibility for this, doesn't mean blaming yourself. This is not what it's about. It's about owning this and understanding that you've made your choices, and it's led you to where you are as of today. And when you take ownership from that, you'll have a starting point to move forward and to start changing things in your life. So this is really the first step, is taking ownership and responsibility. The second step is you're gonna have to change the way you think, because when you're in a loop of negative thoughts, your vibration, your frequency is very low. I know it from experience, and And the problem is that even though sometimes you may feel better, you go very quickly back into this negative frequency, into this negative feelings, emotions, because it's what your ego knows, it's what your subconscious knows. So it's a pattern, it's a habit that you have. It's kind of a self-defense mechanism that your ego takes you to when things get hard. So even though it may not be the best for you, it's what your ego knows, and your ego or your subconscious usually wants to keep you in this safe zone, which is the known. And the known is is keeping you into those dark thoughts, however painful that may be. And this is because, especially when we reach 35, 40 years old, you have your conscious mind and you have your subconscious mind. When you reach 35 years old, 95% of what you do, everything in your life, is autopilot mode. It's coming from your subconscious, and that is your ego. And that means that everything that you do, 95% of what you do, you don't really think of it. It's autopilot, and you have those 5% that are creative, but most of the time you don't even realize what you're doing. This is why it's so hard to just change a habit or create a new habit. This is why it's so hard, for New Year's Eve, you take New Year's Eve resolution, and 2 weeks later you're just back to the old habits. Because unless you change something within yourself, unless you're aware of this, it's not going to change. Your ego is going to do anything it can to bring you back to the known, to this old self. So if you want to create a new self, you're going to have to work on it. So this is the second point I wanted to talk about here, is that you're going to have to rewire your brain, and that means it's going to require you to go from going into victim mode, if that's what you do, or angry, or whatever pattern you have, and you're going to have to go from there to change this into sticking to some more positive thoughts, and that requires energy. It's simple, it's not easy, but it's totally doable, and it's really worth it. So that is the second tip. And then after this, what you have to start to be doing is you start to remember who you are, as in who you truly are, not who society wants you to be, not who your parents, your partner, your family, your colleagues, your boss, not what anyone else wants you to be, but who you truly are. And this takes time, because we are so, we are so used to actually appearing or being someone that we've been told to be from our childhood, that sometimes it's really hard to remember who you truly are. And sometimes it's things you never thought of, or it was kind of always there, but you didn't even know that it was there, because you didn't know about it. So it's like you can feel there's something, but you don't really know what it is. And that was really the thing for me, was that I always knew there was more to this life. I always knew there was something different, but I couldn't see it. And I was trying by everything I could think of to change that or to get there, but I was having it backwards. And this is why I'm saying like it's important to remember who you are, because you have to go within. Because we tend to look for answers outside of ourselves when actually everything is inside. So this is really another important one, is that you're going to have to go within to remember who you are and to rediscover yourself. And then you're going to have to own who you are again, because you're going to have to stand up for yourself in order to start making the changes. Because when people in the outside, in your environment, start to see you change, they don't like it for several reasons. For one, they're not used to this. It's like it's a new person, so they don't like it because, again, it's the unknown. So they're not used to this new person or new reactions that you're going to have. So it's not comfortable for them. So they're going to react on that. And for a second, it's that for some of them, you're going to reflect their own fears, because most people are not happy in their lives. And when you start to change and to do the changes for yourself, you send them back their own fears, and this is really scary for them. So you have to handle those kind of things. So usually it's a good idea to take some distance with some people, but that usually happens naturally. So this is really what I wanted to talk about today. I don't want to make this video too long. I may do other ones, like when I go a bit more deeper in depth for each one. But yeah, I just wanted to have kind of an introduction and to start to help you see that really, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling miserable, it can go down to not wanting to live this life anymore. And again, I was there, so I know what I'm talking about. If you're there, just know that there is an exit door. It's there for you. You just have to shift a few things within yourself to be able to see it. And that's what I'm doing here. That's why I'm doing those videos. It's to help you to do this. I also work one-to-one, so that's also possible if you want, but at least with those videos you can have a little bit of maybe comfort, or it should maybe help you a bit. And yeah, and also if you have any questions, just drop it in the comments and just let me know if you feel it helps you to do those kind of videos with ASMR. I believe it can help because I can share with you my message, but at the same time it's very calming. So yeah, just let me know what you think. Alright guys, I'll talk to you soon.